I'd like to tell you a story about magic and the words that you use and how they cast the spells on not only yourself but society at large. I am you, as you are me. We are all that was or ever shall be. Universal energy dancing rhythmically, majestically and playfully in this beautiful game that we call life. And even scientifically, they cannot deny that this is right. Welcome. Welcome to another episode of Modern Day Mindfulness. If you're new to the channel, my name is Kain, the Cosmic Surfer, and it is my honour, passion and privilege to share this information with you upon your spiritual journey, upon your awakening process, to gift you all the information required to evolve within mind, body and soul. I'm an inner completion master, a soul coach, but my passion and purpose is the inspiration and empowerment of each and every individual upon this planet to create a world of true equality. I am a leader. I'm here to liberate and inspire you so you can go forward and inspire and empower yourself. So, I am a universal being with unlimited power and potential at my disposal. The universe is abundant and I am the universe. By expanding and guiding my all-knowing subconscious mind, I can and will achieve even the wildest of my dreams. Life is a gift of which I am truly grateful. I'm on a journey to become my truest and greatest self in all ways. So thank you for joining me. The Cosmic Surfer YouTube channel is all about spiritual content, inspirational and empowerment and meditative processes. But then we also have the mainstream meditation channel, where it is dedicated solely to very powerful transcendental and transformational meditations. We have a series of online courses that you can utilize for free on greatestversion.club, and there's a spiritual podcast that we make, and as well as a local community that we are creating the foundations of a charity through to create a world of true equality for all. So, I am. The words that we use literally vibrate into existence that which we experience ourselves. If you are not familiar with the law of attraction, then I strongly suggest that you stop this video now, go click the link below, and then actually watch the law of attraction video first. After doing so, it will give you a better understanding of what the law of attraction is and how it works, how it operates your entire life. If you're aware of it, you can then utilize it to create your dream life in all ways. If you're unaware, it will still operate and run in the background, but unknowingly. And you can actually detrimentally affect your own existence, your own life, through the thoughts and feelings that you give attention. Look at yourself as a radio. What you tune yourself into, you receive. You tune yourself into lack, negativity, victimhood, poor me, that's what you'll receive. Repression in any way. You are a creator being. And I am are the most powerful words in existence. I will share the truth to this throughout this video. And before we go any further, this is a new series. Modern Day Mindfulness, not mainstream meditation. The podcast is called Midday Mindfulness. The YouTube series every Tuesday is Modern Day Mindfulness, and it's condensing the wonders of the universe into an easy to understand and utilizable context. So if you've not yet done so, please subscribe to the channel, support the movement and the cause in any way you feel guided, share this video with your friends as I will educate you on the power of I am. I am. The I am starts through the words that we receive as children. It develops into an understanding and programmed view of reality. I believed myself once to be limited due to learnings that I had gained throughout my life. Not until I became all of it and nothing at all which I will explain in a moment, was I able to actually break free from the previously believed version of myself and reality. If you're watching this, if you're on a spiritual awakening journey, you will be more than aware of what the ego is. So the ego is there to keep you safe more than anything, to keep you safe, but in doing so it actually limits your potential to experience that outside of what it understands. The ego believes itself to be I am. I am the mighty ego. I am Kain, a father. I do a certain thing. I have a certain placement in society. My skin's a certain colour, my sexuality, etc., etc. These are all factual to a degree, but when you enter through deep trance-like meditative states to the truth of I am you as you are me, we are all that was or ever shall be, universal energy, dancing rhythmically, playfully and majestically in this beautiful game we call life. And actually they can't deny this is right, because it is scientifically proven. Everything is energy vibrating at different frequencies. Everything in existence is made of atoms which are vibrating and then create the interpretation of a solid structure or sound or smell. Whatever it is we experience is just the same base foundational ingredient, this energy vibrating. There is a massive movement at the moment between the forces of light and dark being locked in battle. But before we actually go into the power of I am, I would like you to really embody this truth. There is no battle, there is no war, there is nothing to be won. The gift of life is the prize itself. And the yin and the yang, the light and the dark, the masculine and the feminine, the good, the evil, whichever labels, whichever sides you'd like to cast yourself upon and label it, and limit it to that label, I would like you to know that it's all part of the same whole. The dark and the light is likened to a bride in her beautiful white wedding dress, uniting and harmonizing and integrating into the masculine, the dark element within his dark suit, his wedding suit. And they are uniting and merging and integrating into one. They are continuously and eternally dancing together, playfully, rhythmically and majestically. By focusing on something, you create it so, you feed it, you grow it. Focus your light of attention on a flower, on something positive in your life, and it will grow. Focus it on something negative, a weed, and that is what will grow. Choose what you focus your light of attention on moment to moment. Choose what thoughts you allow to be given solidity within your mind. If you believe yourself to be limited or lack worthy, then that is what you will experience. If you believe that life happens to you, you are creating this version of yourself and making it so. Free will governs all. And it is your free will now in this moment to give away your control, your power, your freedom through the repression and illusion of fear, or to actually go about staying in an authentic place and creating every moment knowingly so. Everything you experience, you create. This is fact. Free will governs all. Next to the law of vibration, the law of attraction through vibrational harmony and magnetic pull, if you like. What you vibrate at, you attract again. Frequency you tune into, you experience, you receive, you be yourself. Everything is free will. If you believe yourself to be controlled by another person, you are giving them your power and you are creating it so. So, I am unlimited in my potential. This is true for all of us. The only reason that I'm able to bring empowerment to my clients on a daily basis is because I know the worth and the ability and the unlimited potential that lies within them. All that we do is we go on a journey to discover the truth of who we are inside the darkness, inside the shadow work and inner child integration aspects that we perform, and then unlock people from limitations of old. No matter how long that they have walked that path with that version, that characteristic that they believe themselves to be, we free each and every aspect of ourselves through full acceptance of it and integration of everything back into the whole. It's phenomenal, the ability to change, to transform, but in truth, all it is a remembrance of who we are. So if you believe yourself to be the egoic version of yourself, going back to the actual context of I am, as you grow up, if you're told by your parents that you are, let's use the degree of separation, as an example, that we were previously experiencing this year. Divide and conquer is the name of their game. United we stand, and together we rise is the name of ours. So if you are born separate to mainstream society, let's use colour of skin as an example. If you are born with dark skin, if through your upbringing, your parents and the things you see around you, the community you are raised within, the information that you are given and integrate to then create your programs and view of reality, if you are told, because you are dark coloured in your skin context, and the pigmentation actually then defines you and your worth and what you're going to experience, if you're told by your mother or your father that you will face hardships in life because you're dark skinned, it will be harder to get a job, you will be more repressed, you will have to face repression by those around you, and specifically the law and the enforcement and the government bodies that seek to control you because you are different, because of the colour of your skin. You will then go about life looking for every opportunity that you can see to match that too, because that is what you believe to be. If you believe yourself to be worthy, to be good enough to be loved, to be abundant in all ways, to be successful in everything you do, to be purposeful, that is what you will look for, that is what you will see. The subconscious mind is programmed or is created in a way that it takes the path of least resistance. If you go into your house as an example, and there is a picture hanging on the wall, and you go in and it's always hanging on the wall. If I was to come into your house, take the picture down, the first time you'd go into the room, you would see the picture there still, because that's what you'd expect to see, and your mind would create it so. Exactly the same way that we have blind spots, but our mind fills it in. We can't actually see everything in reality, everything in existence, so we interpret what we are able to. If you are limited to your concept of belief, imagine that you live in a small town and you never see anything outside of that town. That would be the expanse of your reality, of your universe. By expanding our awareness, by breaking down boundaries of limitation and fear, we can experience everything outside of ourselves that exists and actually exists within. So I've written poems in the past about I am, the I am context and the vibration that it creates. Again, if you look at everything as vibration, if you say to yourself and whisper in your mind through your previous upbringing, which is not your fault, everything that you have experienced up till now has been because of past events, because of learnings you were given and integrated and created your version and perspective of reality through. This is due to the upbringing that you received. And if you believe yourself to be limited, or that you are never going to achieve anything outside of what you are currently experiencing, that is not your fault. First of all, what you need to do is to accept who you are and everything you've experienced, to then be able to move forward from. To realize the truth of the I am, that I am my ego, that I am my hand, that I am this seat that I'm sat upon, this phone that I'm recording upon, the leaves around me, the tree, the sky, the air that I breathe. I am all these things and more. Once we realize that we're not just the ego, but that we are everything, we can then go about not actually attaching to any specific thing more than another. I am me, but I am also you. So my desire for your happiness is just as equally important to me as it is to you, as mine is to me, as mine is to you. Through understanding that we're not separate, that we all have the same baseline desires to experience. We all are born and we all die. In the moment, in the middle, we all have the same aspect of time. We all breathe air in and out, and we are all able to think outside of ourselves and inside. We are all plagued by limiting factors and programs which we adopted as children, and we are all able to break free from these through the education and empowerment of ourselves. If I believe myself to only be able to experience that which I was told, then I would not be sat here now speaking to you as I am. I know that I'm my egoic self. and I allow my ego its voice and its purpose and its operational desires so that it can fulfill its requirements in this beautiful experience. I also know I'm the tree, and by actually connecting energetically to the tree that I'm sat beside, I'm able to experience things that I would otherwise not be able to experience. If somebody is to come up to you, as an example, and try to put you down, try to spread anger or hatred or spit poison at you, that is because they have that anger, hatred and felicity to express it within themselves. It's nothing to do with you. If you react in the same way, then that is a representation of you. If you are triggered by somebody else, it is because there is that element within you that needs to be seen, to be transcended and raised above. If you take the higher perspective, or even if you can shift perspectives and view the situation through their eyes, then you will come to an understanding that they are only expressing that hatred and anger because they are experiencing it within themselves. Next time you become frustrated, angered, become in a state of victimhood or poor me, or feel down and low within yourself, I would like you to notice the desire to actually express it outwardly, to get rid of it. Like when we are ill, or if we were to ingest some form of toxin or poison, we would expel it, we would sick it up because the body is trying to excrete it, to remove it. We do the same with the vibrational emotion. The emotions that we experience are vibrations. It all starts, first of all, with a thought, and it's the thought which leads to really the experiential conditions throughout the day that we go about calling our life. A thought leads to an action. I would go out, but I don't want to. I don't feel good enough. I might become fearful or scared because of the big bad world outside. I am not good enough to experience or achieve my dreams, therefore I will never even try to. I have experienced this, that and the other, therefore I'm most likely to again. These are all programs, these are all conditions installed within the subconscious mind, and they make complete rational sense. And the subconscious mind, as well as the ego, goes about doing what it does in order to keep you safe. If you have, as an example, stood up and expressed your truth before to somebody, using the current situation as a story, as a reference point once again. We are free and sovereign beings. We are not the name that we have been given. We are not the title on the birth certificate, the receipt of birth that we have been given. We do not belong to the country, the entity which tries to seek to control us through that birth certificate, through that receipt of birth. We are the free and sovereign being behind it, and we are governed by free and sovereign laws, by common law, as we are the common people, and the laws are there to allow our freedom of choice and expression. Any time that we are told we cannot do something through a law, it is a falsehood that we are agreeing to. When we agree to it through free will, it becomes so. If you spoke up and expressed your truth once upon a time, that actually the way that reality is to you is outside of what you can consciously and humanly perceive within your human senses of perception, that you can feel things, you can see things through your mind's eye, connect to energies that are not actually physically able to be experienced, to be felt. Taking it back as simply as a breath. As that pranic life force energy enters and exits through your body, join me for a moment in actually practicing a very simple visualization and powerful meditative practice, the breath. So if you close your eyes and bring your awareness to the breath. You are your physical body that is receiving this breath through the simple process of acceptance. And it is acceptance of all that is, was, or ever shall be that will go about and truly set you free. So go ahead now and actually breathe in through your nose for the count of 4. Hold at the top of the breath for the count of 4, allowing for that energy, that pranic life force energy, to fill your entire being, and breathe out forcefully but softly through your mouth for the count of 4, holding on the exhale on the bottom of the breath for 4, and repeating the cycle, breathing in that clean, universal, pranic life force energy, watching and feeling as that breath enters your being and becomes part of you, holding and breathing out, and watching as the breath is released, as it is still part of you, as that process of breathing in and out, that the breath is always within you, whatever stage that it is part of you. And then go ahead and actually focus your attention onto the breath just before it enters the tip of your nose. The breath, as it is entering your nostrils, is part of you, is connected to you. As it was within your lungs, it is part of you, it's connected to you. As you breathe it out, it is part of you, connected to you. The air around you, just in front of you, as you breathe it in, is part of you, connected to you. The air all around you is part of you, connected to you. You are swimming in a sea that we do not perceive to be there. Just as a fish does not understand the fact that it is in a body of water, it just believes that that is its reality, that is its confines of reality. We are not governed or limited to anything that we can perceive with our human senses. We are unlimited in all aspects. Close your eyes, picture something within your mind's eye, and it exists. As everything in existence is a perception of this same vibrational frequency, energy vibrating at different frequencies that we perceive with our human senses. Your memory of the past is happening only within your mind. It is a memory of a past event. It exists only in your mind. This current moment, the present moment, the gift of now, is a memory that is happening now. It is being experienced now in your mind, only in your mind. What you perceive now through the human senses, that takes us a little while, only a very fragmentational moment, but it takes a moment to be received externally, to be experienced internally. It's happening within your mind. The way you view reality is through your personalized lenses of perception. In the future, your future projection of an event that you do not yet understand or want to control potentially the outcome of, which causes anxiety, by the way, is happening again within your mind. You have thought about a situation or an event in the future, and you want to try to control the outcome of it or limit the potential dangers within it. Therefore, you forward project yourself to that event to go about trying to limit the potential trauma experienced in it, or to experience more happiness and joy. This is part of our human evolutionary process, and it is a powerful tool. But it is also what links into the global expression of depression and anxiety that is being experienced. This is the reason why I've created the free online courses. Anxiety Freedom being the one that I would suggest that you start on. All the links will be in the comments below. Head over to greatestversion.club, take the free anxiety course, then the free self-empowerment course, and finally the free How to Raise Your Vibration course. Then, and only if you feel guided towards doing so, and actually with a feeling of necessity to go forward and continue upon that journey of empowerment and enrichment of who you are, only then would I ask that you actually take any of the more expansive and in-depth courses, as the information housed within is so life-changing that it is required to get to a certain understanding and level of consciousness to actually be able to utilize those courses. If you are at the beginning of your journey, then it is most beneficial to take all the free courses to gain some form of understanding. Although they're more of a collection of older videos and not specifically designed as a step-by-step journey, they're still very powerful as a free utilizable course and tool. Therefore, it gives you foundation to walk forward from, and a realization that you're not limited to your old view and perception and lenses of reality. This is why going traveling is so powerful. This is why psychedelics are so powerful in breaking people free from a view of themselves and reality that they have become conditioned to believe that is true. That's what it is, it's conditioning. You condition an animal to be a thoroughbred. You condition an athlete to become the best at what they do. You condition a mind in order to see and to be able to operate to its optimal conditions. People are conditioned through society, through no fault of their own, through the people that have been conditioned prior to them to believe that we are limited in what we can achieve. Again, we are limitless in all aspects. I am the free and sovereign being. I am joyful. I am passionate. I am abundant. I am free. I am love. I am joy. I am harmonic. I am me. I am limited. I am worthless. I am a victim. I am depression. I am pain. I am ill. I am suffering. I am repression. Even just the way we sit, the way we breathe, the awareness that we give each and every moment defines and dictates our life going forward. So to return to it, a thought leads to an action taken over and over again leads to a habit. Habits embodied, collectively so, create the characteristics of the avatar being, of the experiential, enjoyable or traumatic experience that we call life. If you believe yourself to be limited, that is what you'll experience. The character in the game of life starts off as a foundational element that exists neutral to everybody else. We all are born equal. The families that we're born into actually go about giving us a foundational element of self-belief to build from. It's up to you to continue to venture through the game, the levels in life, and to complete them, to then power yourself up to become your greatest version each and every moment going forward, using excitement as a tool, using gratitude to build from, and using love as the foundation to build it all from. Love is always the answer. This is the truth that I have discovered and that I share, and the reason that I share what I do. I am so passionate about creating a world of true equality that I have given my life to this cause, and I will lay down in completion to develop and to create this reality, to bring it into realization. There is lots to be experienced going forward into 2021. 21st of the 12th, 2020 is when it all changes. 21st of the 12th, 2020. And I am going to stand united beside you. I am creating a world of true equality. I am looking for the compassion and harmony in everything I do. I am looking for unity and connection with each and every one of you. I am here to inspire and to lead you, to lay the foundations for a world of true equality, to pass on to the generations, to the children of tomorrow. If you believe yourself to be the character that you play now, then that is what you will experience forever going forwards. Please join me in meditation on the 21st of the 12th, 2020. We will have a global loving kindness meditation session, and I ask that each and every one of you that is aware send complete acceptance for all aspects of reality, the good, the bad and the ugly, within yourself and within society. Through full acceptance of all that is, was or ever shall be, only then will you ever be free. Join me in living free, please. Know that you are born and that you will die, and everything in between is what defies you. If you believe yourself confined to an existence that you have previously believed reality, then that is why you are watching this video, so that you can learn all the information throughout every video that we deliver about how to actually go about breaking yourself free from the shackles that bind you, that limit you, that hold you back, and creating the world of true equality for all. Again, please watch this entire series. Today's episode leads on from last week, which we discussed the accreditation, being the authentic owner in your story of life. This series started with an an experiential journey of my own, talking about fear, then talking about the ego and what it is and how to actually go about working and living with it in harmony. And we developed a 5 Steps to Freedom online course, which is one of the most powerful ones to liberate you from past beliefs, from anxiety, from depressive tendencies, from limitations in completion, and then to empower you, to provide you very powerful tools to liberate yourself, to carry forward and inspire those around you. As it's an echo effect, a domino effect, a ripple effect that we are creating. The 5 Steps to Freedom I have created in a series, within this series, within Modern Day Mindfulness, with each step taking you on a journey from the very start of repression through acknowledgement of something, through acceptance of it, through then going about learning, separating from it and returning back to being the author. I accept fully and completely that there are elements and forces that wish to repress, to control us, and to actually go about seeking our destruction through the gain and preservation of themselves. I accept this in completion. I don't deny it. Therefore, I am aware of it fully. And I'm also aware that as it exists outside me, it exists within me. I am part of it. I am part of either the solution or the problem. If I don't do anything about it, I am part of the problem. If I go about sharing and inspiring you and developing and expanding my own consciousness and awareness and abilities, then I am being part of the solution. And I thank you for joining me in this, being part of the creation of this world of true liberation, of tomorrow that exists now in today. After acknowledging and accepting it, we go about actually separating attachment from it. To look at this as a negative thought. Okay, I've had a negative thought, one that I perceive to be negative. I acknowledge it, I accept it. I'm not going to actually attach to it, and then I'm going to let it go. I can learn from it in two aspects. I acknowledge, accept it, allow it to be seen, to learn from it. Okay, I've just had a negative thought. Why? What's that negative thought there to show me, to teach me, to allow me to view from an alternative perspective so that I can let go from attachment to it, or stopping confining myself to believe that I am only that thought, or that thought is me, or even the emotion that I'm experiencing is me. You're experiencing the emotion, yes. You're experiencing the thought, yes, but you are not the thought and you're not the emotion. You are the free and sovereign and unlimited being behind it, within it, around it, before and after it. When you then let it go, you can then learn from it again, from a separate perspective. Look at this as something happening to you or to a friend. If it's happening to you, your ego is then feeling personalized by it, affected personally, and it is much more difficult to come to a realization or optimal decision because it's happening to you. If it's happening to your friend, it's easier to see the event, the reason it's happened, and the path to freedom from it. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Just do that. Oh, okay, thanks for that. That's why it's so powerful to share. How big is your hand? Held in front of your face, it's all you can see. Oh, my problem, my issue. Oh, fucking hell, what do I do? Lower your hand to your side where it belongs. Take a breath. Realize there's so much more to this moment of now, so much more to reality than your hand. The hand is still there, the issue is still present. But when you are rested and able to then pick it up and view it from an alternative perspective, you realize that the answer you're looking for is on the back. But only by lowering your hand, only by separating from your issues in life, do you ever give yourself the chance to view it from that alternate perspective. After this, after learning from two different angles, two different perspectives, you go about becoming the author once again. Okay, I choose what I'm going to experience next. I've had a negative thought. If I focus on it and allow myself to snowball down that track, then that is my choice. I don't realize this because why would I actually choose to suffer? But you do, through the law of attraction and vibrational resonance to that which you are vibrating at and allowing focus of attention and growth within yourself. When you've accepted, learned and let go, taken back the pen and gone, okay, what am I going to focus on? Okay, there's negativity and darkness to my left, there's positivity and hope to my right. I accept the negativity and darkness as being part of reality, but I am focused on the love, positivity and hope. I am focused upon it and growing it. Not to the exclusion of everything else, but to the ability to experience it moment to moment. I understand and accept the darkness, but I am focused on and existing within the light. Once again, my friends, my brothers, my sisters, I see you. I stand beside you and before you to share my truth, the reason that I exist, as it is a true honour and privilege to be able to share this information with you. It is a true gift. I have lived in the darkness. I have walked a very interesting and colourful path. I used to hate myself and reality, the world at large. I was part of the close the borders, kick them out. I was part of the egoic misunderstanding of people outside me and around me to the point and level that I wanted to separate myself from them, to shut them out. What the ego doesn't understand, it will condemn. It needs to remain the mighty ego. If we're not educated to realise that we are all equal, that we all deserve the same feelings, the same experiences, that we all want to be happy, that we all deserve to feel safe, loved. Again, love being the foundation to it all. When we are educated to know the power that lies within us, that we do not need a government to actually control us through repression and the laws which govern us, that we can self-govern, united as one people on this one planet, governed by one love, then we are truly free. I've lived, I've loved, I've laughed, I've cried, I've experienced trauma, and I have created traumatic experiences that have taken place that I have done to others. I've caused people hardship, heartache and pain, and I've experienced these myself. I accept it all in completion. I accept who I am and everything that I have done, knowing that I am the author and the creator of my story, that I do not understand quite often the reason things happen, but that I accept it and allow it through complete acceptance to exist. Therefore let it go and then focus back on what I wish to create and experience. The world that we know of old is crumbling and falling about around us. This is why there is so much fear. This is why they are going about trying to keep us separated more than ever through the current pandemic situation. And this is why it is more important than ever that we unite as one people upon this one earth, governed by one love. United we stand here now, forevermore. And together, my friends, my brothers, my sisters, together we will rise to new heights, to new limitational beliefs of old that will be expelled through the magic that we create. It's time to break free from all limitations, all illusions of old. Please join me in meditation. Go over to the Mainstream Meditation channel, utilize it on a daily level. Practice meditation, break yourself free from the limitations and views and perspectives of old, and join me in creating a world of true equality for all. Be sure that you have subscribed to the channel. Go back and watch the entire series of Modern Day Mindfulness, as well as the Thursday episodes of United We Stand and the Saturday episodes of Together We Rise. Once again, my name is Kain Stromberg, the Cosmic Surfer, and I'm here to create a world like never before seen. I ask you to stand with me, to unite with me in this journey forwards as light warriors, as awakened beings, and to gift the world to the children of tomorrow that they deserve, that we deserve. Love, light, and infinite blessings. And until next time, namaste.